Back again, guys. We're back off our holidays. Dad Bods back on the deck. I was on deck last week. I went up to the boat to have a look around. Probably seen a video. In the last storm, the boat's been damaged.
Oh?
Well, not damaged. One of the hatches have been ripped off.
Oh, right.
And all the rats have got in. So
all the brand new bedding we bought and left over. Just
I went through it. 9 bin bags full of bedding I've got rid of. 9 bin bags full of quilts, pillows, pillowcases, blankets, fucking clothes, you name it.
You know you're going to get all fresh stuff for the spring.
Well, that's all, yeah, I'll get us all anyway, it's all going in the bin. So yeah, we're back here. What I wanted to talk about today, gatherings.
The 8th, or 2 weeks yesterday.
The 8th, so just over a week away, we've got a seminar at our place called the Gathering of the Masters. We have got some of the top instructors from the country coming, so we've got people like Nasser, Pete Holmes, Kenny Culshaw, Keith Priestley, Tony Bailey, Sue's coming over, Steve Tappan's coming up, Wayne might turn up, Alfie Lewis is going to pop in. I don't think Mo T can make it because Mo's got a seminar of his own on. But there's a few people coming down. I'm not sure if Tommy's going to make it up. And then there's a couple of people from Manchester. Russell Jamesty said he might come over, and Trixabel, Tracy Drain. So it's going to be more instructors and bloody students, so it's going to be a big one. It's going to be a good day.
I'll have a few of my students coming over, you have a load of yours training.
Yeah, so we're going to have a good day. So I'm expecting about 30, 35 people, maybe more. So it's going to be a good day. People ask me where did the gatherings start, how did it start? I suppose it all started with pillage, didn't it?
So just like the rock, but also everyone together, really.
That's it. So I came up old school with the karate world. And in the karate world we were taught you can't cross train. If you train here you can't train there, if you train there you can't train with him. Don't even fucking speak to them and completely ignore them. And that was the way it was done. That was the way it was all done years ago. But then a mate of mine came up and we met through the GKR days, called Tony Pillage or Anthony Pillage. I just called him Pillage, always have, always will. He was always Pillage to me. Other people called him Pillage as well. Others called him Tony, others called him Anthony, but for me, just always Pillage. Pillage's expertise, what Pillage was brilliant at was bringing people together. He didn't have the formal training that we had. He was a fucking green belt, right? When I met him, he was a green belt. And the day he died, he was still fucking green belt. I didn't consider him any more than a green belt because he didn't stand in front of anyone and pass a grade. And yet people went, oh, certificate. But that's another story. He was a fucking green belt. But what he was an unbelievable black belt at, a super duper black belt, was bringing people together. So he would get the magazines and he'd go, wow, this fella here looks really interesting. And he'd just phone him up and go, hi, my name's Tony, I run a club in Coventry. Do you want to come down and do a seminar and give you some money for it? And people went, okay. And he just brought us all together. So the main reason that we've all come together from all over the country is because of Pillage. Pillage was the glue that brought us and held us all together. So
it's good to see that after he was gone, everyone still stays together, everyone still stays in contact. You know what I mean?
A lot of it drifted away. There's a lot of people who've sort of drifted out. But there's a hardcore of us who kept it going. What we used to do long time ago when he was still alive is every 2 months or every 3 months or something like that, mostly every month, a gang of us would just go down to Coventry and train down to Pillage's place. And we just trained. You'd have a karate man here and a kung fu man there and a judo man here, jiu-jitsu man here. We all just got together and we all just trained together. We all just shared ideas and shared knowledge. And there was never any attitudes, there was never any, oh, you can't do this and you can't, just try this, try that, let me see what you do, ooh, I like that, I want to take it home and use it in my system. Yeah. So it worked really well. And then, after he died, it sort of went quiet, didn't it? And I got on the phone and went, look, I'm going to put a seminar together, I'm going to put a gathering on. Let's get the old buds together and go from there. So, the sort of, the more experienced people within the group said to me, well, you don't give a fuck, you'll get up and talk in front of the cameras and do the advertising and do all that, so you're in charge. So I became officially the unofficial sort of spokesman for the gathering. So I do most of the videos and most of the advertising and most of the promotional work, and then I get to as many of them as I can. Obviously, when we have our own, I'm here. But we normally have 4 a year, so we have one top, middle, one bottom, one side to side. So we'll go from here down to Leicester, and then we'll go to Peterborough. So NASA's in Leicester, and we've got Pete Holmes in Peterborough, and then we go down to Welwyn Garden City, just north of London, to train with Robbie. Robbie's is always the last one of the year, around the end of November, early December.
I was good, so I couldn't train probably. I was made up because I got my grade in there. And to be graded by some of the people in that room was a fucking genuine honour. Even though I only had one arm, so I got through the whole thing, but realistically I was fucked when I weren't even going to train. I think I had this on actually, just a pair of joggers and a hoodie, nothing. I didn't take no shorts, didn't take my gi, didn't take fuck all to training because I was genuinely one arm, so I was absolutely fucked. So, but yeah, to be graded by some of the people in that room.
There's, when we do a gathering, bear in mind I've been training now for 40 years. I started teaching when I was teaching properly when I was about 17. I was still a brown belt. I was getting ready for my first black belt and started teaching. And I've been teaching ever since. So I've been teaching martial arts probably now for about 36, 37 years, something like that. I don't know, I can't add up that far. Right, but
you've run out of toes.
Run out of fingers and toes. I have to go around twice now. But when we do a gathering, I'm normally one of the most junior instructors on the mats. And like I say, I've only been training for 40 years. So if I'm like the baby face, you can imagine the grade and the experience of some of the other people. Every one of us have been at it all our lives, and I just happen to be one of the youngest. So it's good because we get together, we all share knowledge, we all share our information, and then obviously in the evenings, we all share a drink or three and tell our war stories.
One thing I like about the training as well, everyone kind of adds on. So whatever the first technique of the day is, whatever the first instructor is, whatever they decide they're going to do for the first thing, the next instructor will come on and say, okay, so you've been a karate instructor, this is how you do this. In my system, if something happens like this is how we interpret it. And go through it that way. I said that wrong, didn't I?
Interpretate, I was going to say. That's a lovely new word. We're going to put that. We're going to put that in the dictionary. So if you need an interpretator, a fucking interpretator. Don't shag a bag of sponge, because then you'll be a dictator as well.
Well, yeah. Well, however you. Fuck you.
It'd be like that now with a bag of King Eddies. I'm a dictator.
You better mash them, you take your bell under the way.
Soft boil them, you'll be alright.
Just wait till he cools down. You'll be like American Pie, fucking bang your bell under.
Oh no, fucking hell. So go on, interpretator, carry on.
I forgot what we were talking about now.
When you need an interpretator.
Yeah. So the next instructor will take over and say, like, this is what we've just done. This is how I do it in my system. And then he went down that avenue, I'm just going to take it slightly down this one, I'll show you a different angle, different variation, you know what I mean? And it all flows from one thing to another until you might then go and do something completely different, you know what I mean? It might be BJJ, there might be this, there might be that, weapons work. Steve's happen come on?
I think so, yeah. Steve's coming to be doing his weapons systems if he does. What you'll realise is when you've been training for a long time, like I have, and you've trained all over the place and done lots of different things, you start to realise it's all the fucking same. Everyone does the same stuff, it's just got a different name. At the end of the day, you got 2 arms and 2 legs, 2 knees and two knees, 2 elbows, and fucking head to throw in, or some teeth to chomp on someone.
Jack's bit me before.
Yeah.
We were father playing on the bed and I was all going down. I put him in dad jail when he's messing about. So I just get him triangle and just hold him there and go, right, you're in dad jail, how long pays? And I'll sit there holding him and he'll just start trying to fight out, which is good. I'm introducing him to a bit slowly without telling him what I'm doing, you know what I mean? So he's enjoying all that, but he doesn't realise he's actually learning bits of BJJ, the little bits of fundamentals, you know what I mean? Like moving through a garden, just basic little positions like that. So he's learning without knowing he's learning. So for his age, that's perfect.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But I had him today and I gripped him and I just grabbed him up, held him like that next to me. Bit me on the arm. And I've got bite marks there. He's only 4, but I was fuming. I was like, no, don't bite me.
No. I'm the other way. If someone's bullying you and they're bigger and stronger and they're winning, you fucking bite a chunk off.
Yeah.
If you've got to win the fight, you've got to win the fight, and that's all there is to it.
Yeah, but you tell that to Jackson, you just go wild.
Oh yeah, no, really, there's a time and a place.
Yeah.
There's definitely a time and a place.
He doesn't understand time and place yet. He just thinks he's got a green light to bite people, and you've got no chance.
No, you can't be doing none of that. But yeah, getting back to the gatherings, the the idea is, like you say, to share knowledge, share the love and that. But more important, you're catching up with your friends, with your family, basically from around the country. We hang on. Like when we go to Robbie's down in London, we train in a place called the Shamrock in Welwyn Garden City. It's like it's a pub, social club, and we've got our own training area out the back, which is the lounge, if you like. It's the back room. What?
Like their function room.
Big function room. So solid wood floors. You've got 3 or 4 mats which will throw down, but generally we don't bother with the mats. We just swing each other around.
We'll train on the wooden floors again because that's how we all.
Well, that's it. You're doing break falls and throws. We'll tend to lower each other rather than lash them. But they'll have the last one. We were hitting each other with chairs everywhere.
Oh, it was, part of my grading. He went, right, you're going to be a doorman. You've got to protect that door. These two are going to try and get in. I want you to smash one of them over the head with a chair and butt the other one and try and knock him out. Fucking hell, Rob. These
ones where we call him Mad Robbie. Yeah.
So, but the lad who I got told to hit with the chair, he heard what he said. What was his name? Francesco?
I'm not sure. Think Tony Bailey's mate, Sal.
Sal, yeah. That's like a
Salvatore.
Yeah, well that's a second name, Francesco.
Yeah.
Anyway, he heard what Robbie said. I was fucking swatting with that chair. You're gonna fail your grade now. Sorry, mate. So he's run towards the door I was protecting. And I went to pick the chair up. And he's not got to it first, but as I've stepped forward to grab the chair, I've fucking kicked it. So it's shot away, and then as I tried to grip it, I've missed it. So as I went to pick it up and swing it, where I thought I had both arms, I only had one. So as I've gone to swing it, it just kind of folded under me, and I've just gone, and just fucking, I'm like, Gim slapped him with this fucking wooden chair, just going, what the fuck, so then I just threw it, fucking, the other lads grabbed him and shredded him. That was fucking
Kev,
wasn't it?
Yeah, Kev.
But yeah, I got told, smash him with the chair, so in my head I'm thinking, you're going to have to get it, mate, so I'm going to fail my grading, so I'm sat there. I looked at him and when Robbie turned his back, I just went, sorry. Do you know what I mean? I was like, fuck, I don't want to hit this fella, he's dead sound.
Yeah, right.
But if I don't, I'm going to fail, so I'm like, fuck, you get me with a chair, then, mate, sorry. I felt that bad. I was half made up, I dropped it, to be honest.
At the end of the day, once all the training's finished, this is when the gathering actually starts. What we all do is we all sit down, we have a big meal. So part of what we pay for our entrance fees, if you like, and the instructors pay as well, we all throw in the pot. He has a couple of girls who'll sort out a big meal for us. So we all sit and have a meal. Then we goes back to the hotel, gets a swill, shit, shower, shave. Then we go back down to the function room. And by this time, all like the part-timers, if you like, the people who've just come for the seminar, most of them have gone home. But the hardcore, all the instructors and like the guys in the inner circle, if you like, we all just sit and talk and drink, mostly drink and take the piss. But we have a laugh, and then we've got a karaoke machine on the end there. So one of the big bonds and moments for me over the last few years, imagine all the students have gone home, so there's about 9 instructors left. It's about probably midnight, 2 in the morning, I don't know what time it was. But we'd all had a drink, or 12, everyone was walloped, it was great. And then the last song of the night, Robbie gets on the karaoke and he went, right, everyone up, so we're all standing up, he goes, itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini, and everyone joins in, so we were all pissed. What?
What's that from?
The fucking karaoke, that was the first one we did in London.
Yeah,
it was just a song, I don't know the song, itsy bit, fucking something wrong with him, right? For the older people who know it. What?
You're 100 years old.
Right, there's a song called Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Polka Dot Bikini. Anyway, so for the older people, and the rest of you can fucking Google it, put it on YouTube. Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Polka Dot Bikini. And it's just one of these daft kids songs, right? It's a mad party song for kids. It's a bit like Baby Shark, but with
Oh,
fucking
like an
bikinis.
old baby shark when you were a kid.
Well, it's not even that old. It was probably in the 80s or something when it came out. 80s,
Not even
90s,
that
I
old.
don't know.
The 80s is 50 years ago, you know, bastards.
Hang on a minute. And there's one in this pocket as well. Shithead. It's me birthday tomorrow.
Not that long ago, it was only the 80s. Fucking hell.
Fucking hell, it's me birthday tomorrow. I'm 812.
How are you 54?
54 tomorrow, yeah.
Oh, bastard.
Fucking hell.
Oh, tell them what your present is.
Fucking bastards, right? We lost me husky. My poor husky died at the beginning of December.
Yeah, before I came over.
Early December. And I said, that's it, no more dogs. Because if you've had a dog and you've lost a dog, fucking heartbreaking. It's horrible, horrible, horrible thing. The worst thing ever. Right? But anyway, we said, no more dogs. We're going to get the garden done, have the nice garden done nice. We're going on holiday, not have to worry about getting anyone to babysit the house or anything like that. So we've all got together and got me a fucking Rottweiler. So on Saturday, we'll do like an unveiling video type thing, an unboxing. So in fact, Willow was here, and she was gone a month later, wasn't she?
Yeah, fucking within a few weeks, just fucking.
It just dead quick. Anyway, so we're getting this Rottweiler puppy, and I've no idea what his name's gonna be yet. I'll know when I see him. Yeah. So at the moment, I'm just calling the Wuffluffagus.
Wuffluffagus. Yeah.
What's the dog's name? Wuffluffagus. So I don't know, but
He's going, well, you can't call him that. Can't call him a Wuffluffagus.
Right. I had a dog years ago called Fishcake, so
yeah.
Doesn't matter. Whatever he wants, whatever he suits. But yeah, the gathering going back, there was, I don't know, let's just say 10 very high senior grade instructors in a circle singing Itsy Witsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Polka Dot Bikini. It was pure man love, it was great. I don't even think there was any girls left, and I think all the girls and all the wives had gone home and gone to bed. It was just the old school hardcore walloping the drinks down. So what we will do.
We can't have the brandy, we can't. Every time anyone went to bar, they come back 2 brandies. Every time I looked at him, he had an empty glass. Yeah, just like that.
Robbie can drink brandy like we breathe. Like we breathe air. So anyway, they're the gathering. So we've got one on February the 8th here. And then the next one will be, let's see, February, March, April, May. It'll be around the May, June. And that will probably be down at Pete's place in Peterborough. And then we normally get one at NASA's around around August, September. And then Robbie's again at the end of November, December. So if you can get to a gathering, you need to come. They're unbelievable. Well, like I say, when Pillage was alive, we all used to travel to Coventry, but Coventry's in the middle of the country.
Yeah,
and then after he kicked the bucket, we went, okay, I said, I'm going to have a seminar at mine, who wants to come, and we'll set up a gathering. So we done that, and then we went from here, we go down, and we'd go and see Neil in Cambridge.
The first one here, we didn't even have mats, did we? That was when we very first started.
No, when we first opened up here, no mats. We don't need mats. This is the only dojo I've ever trained in that's had mats. I mean, I've been to other places that have had mats, and it's all lovely. But no, we came up old school, hardcore, just dojo wooden floors. You done your breakfalls on the floor. You done your groundwork on the floor. You just fucking mats. What do you do mats for? You don't have mats. If you wanted a soft landing, you put a t-shirt on under your gi, and then you got battered for having a t-shirt under your gi because it's all just your gi and nothing else.
Land on your opponent.
Yeah, well that's it. Land on them, have a squeaky landing. So we've had a few. We've had a few grades. What ones do you remember most, besides the last one with Robbie? We had a few here.
Seminars. I remember going down to Mo's when I was like 14, 15. Going all the way down to
Weymouth
for that, yeah, we took Jake with us.
That's Mo Teague, my mate Mo. Mo's ex-army, ex-military, the head of functional Jeet Kune Do and World Combat Arts UK. And he lives in Weymouth. He's closed that old dojo now. He's in Poole. So obviously Mo still doing what Mo does, and I get down and train with him as often as I can. What I used to do going back a few years ago is on was it Wednesday? Yeah, because I've been senior class Tuesday and Thursday. I'd leave here about 5 o'clock, get up about 4, be on the road for 5. That would get me into Weymouth about 10, between 10 and 11, depending on the traffic. And then we train one-on-one, me and Mo, till normally 4 or 5 o'clock again. And then his kids will start coming in for their early class. And then we'd go for something to eat. I'd be on the road for 6. And generally I'd be home for midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning. Did that every week for a couple of years, or every other week, depending on commitments and stuff like that. So that was good. I wish I had the time that I had back then, because I used to love going down there and training. But again, it's time rolls on, doesn't it? And your priorities change. So
to travel the full end of the country every week, to train at the best, just shows your commitment to the game. It's fucking unbelievable.
It's not that far. It's people go, fucking miles away. Yeah, okay. You sit in the car, you put your DVD CD multi-changer thing on. And
a few years ago,
by the time you get where you're going now, you're on disc 5. With modern phones and the way everything is done on the internet, you put a couple of podcasts on. You're there. 2 Joe Rogan podcasts and you're there. Do you know what I mean? And the same coming home. That's what I do if I'm going to Scotland.
Yeah, same.
If I'm going up to work on the boat, that's 4.5, 5 hours depending on the traffic. I don't have the radio on, I just put a podcast on. What's it called? Spotify?
Spotify, yeah.
Just stick Spotify on.
You can download them as well, which is a bonus, because there's a few proper signal dead spots on the way, isn't there? So
yeah.
If you download them, you're not dropping out.
So you say travel's not a problem. What winds me up with that is people will ring me up.
10 minutes down the road to go to a class. What the fuck?
I've had it today. Fella phoned me up. Said, you got classes, yeah? Where are you? Anfield. Where's Anfield? I said, are you from fucking Liverpool? Everyone knows where Anfield is. Not far from the football ground. Where do you live? Bootle. Straight up Queen's Drive. Oh, it's too far. And you just go like, okay, no problem. But in your brain you go, fuck off then. Stop wasting your time, you dickhead. if you cannot be arsed travelling, 3, maybe 4 miles for a class, do we want you as a student? You know what I mean? Do I want to spend my time sharing the knowledge that I've gained over the past 40 years by travelling all over the country to some lazy ass who doesn't want to travel for 10 minutes up the road?
That's it. Big shout out to Ant. The long way out to get the pills.
Oh yeah.
He lives in Prescott. He gets 2 or 3 buses to get here.
Yeah, right.
Twice, 3 times a week. I normally drop him off at least half an hour because I feel fucking sorry for how far he's got to go. But if you want to train, people will travel for it. You know
well, that's it. We've got I've got 3 kids in my class who do a Monday and a Friday, and they come in from Wigan. Now, for people who know the area, Wigan's 20 minutes away.
At least, yeah.
We have a rule in the class. It's like an unwritten rule. If you're late, you get press ups. Anyone who's late gets press up. It's just another little instill of the discipline. But they're the only 3. Here's another one. These 3 kids are immune because they come so far. I used to give them press ups, and then we were talking on it, and he said something about traffic was really bad on the motorway, and I went, "Look at motorway. Where do you live?" And he went, "Wigan." You're joking? So I couldn't believe it. So obviously they travel, they love it, they're doing really well, they're progressing. And yeah, they're really nice kids. And they're happy to travel. And then, like you say, you get people who won't. There was a little, I won't name her because I won't embarrass the little freak. But there was a girl who used to train with me, a little pain in the ass. No, she was a nice kid, she's a pain in the ass now. She phoned me up and said, "You teaching again?" I said, "Yeah, I want to get my boys into it." I said, "Sounds, here's where we are." And she went, "Is it not a screen anymore?" And again, people who know the area, she lives about 1.5 miles away.
No screens right on the border of it.
The other side of the roundabouts. Yeah. She lives by St. Teresa's. She went,
"You can walk down in 15 minutes."
"Yeah, is it not by St. Teresa's?" I went, "No, it's the other side of the roundabout, it's on Townsend." "Oh, it's too far." "So what do you mean it's too far, you lazy bastard?" And then she went, "What do you mean, you lazy bastards? You heard me, you fucking lazy bastards. It's there. Get off your arse." And she went, "Oh, that's too far to go. I'm not going. Is it not in our street anymore?" I said, "Do you want me to come and stand in your fucking living room and say H knee, sign sheet, straighten your arm and bend your knee?" I don't fucking think so. Funny enough, she never know what to turn up. Me diplomacy starts again. But yeah, there's my little rant. If you want to learn something, go and do it. Get off your arse and go and do it. No one's going to come to your house and teach you. You've got to get off your arse and seek things out, like NASA. Before the lockdown and that, and before the COVID, I was going to train with NASA every week. He only lives down the road, he's in Leicester, 2 hours. 2 hours, you know what I mean? Fucking, what are you going to do in 2 hours? Fuck all. You may as well jump in the car, drive down to his, train for 3 or 4 hours, and then come home. And the only reason I'm not doing that now again is because Thursdays I'm up the wall and...
Because you're building another car.
Well, that's beside the point. I've always got stuff going on. NASA's in the process of moving dojos. He's got his class is probably, his hall, his unit is probably bigger than ours.
His last one wasn't though, was it?
The one upstairs?
I'm not been.
Oh, I don't think you've been. It's upstairs on the top of the old mill. It's not quite as wide as ours, but I'm guessing it's nearly twice as long.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's a big old mill, old school mill. He's up on the top floor. He's got all the nice big rafters and all that, painted all up, and he's got a couple of bags hanging up and that. But again, old school, nice wooden floor. And that's in
Leicester.
That's in Leicester. I couldn't tell you the name of the place. I know how to get there and get there on autopilot. It's not a problem, but I just don't know the name of the place. It's by a Kentucky. That's all I can tell you. So you come off the motorway off the M11, and then you turn left and you go past the big house. Then you go down the dual carriageway. There's a Kentucky there. You turn right there, and there's an industrial estate. So I know how to get there. I just don't know what it's called. But it's the same with Pete Holmes. There's places.
Google Maps.
What?
You are Google Maps. If
Well,
you really go, I go to put the maps on. He's like, you don't need that. I know where we're going. It's fucking 4 hours away. That's all right. I know where we're going. Just get into hours off.
Yeah, but if you've been somewhere once, generally you know how to get back there. You shouldn't really need maps to find your way down twice. First time, yeah, great. Second time, just depends where you are. But anyway, get yourself to class. Come to the gathering. It's in 2 weeks, Saturday the 8th. We'll put a link with the address and stuff like that, where they call it, drop the pin, and go from there. So yeah, we will see you here about a fortnight.
Yeah,
Less.
It was 2 weeks yesterday.
Yeah, so 2 weeks yesterday.
This Saturday coming is the first, the Saturday after.
Happy days. Okay, I'm going to check the battery. You can say the ta-ra's.
See you later.
I'll see you in a bit.
Ta-ra. Yeah, get to class, come to the gathering.